Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War stream. So of course today it is that time of the month again. We are going to be doing vault key grinding and a lot of it. Main thing we want to go get done is a couple things. One is getting Warlord more leveled than it currently is. Another is trying to reach 25,000 gems, trying to repair ourselves a bit after the last faction. End up taking an extra 1,000. I think it took like 3,000 total or something. So we're a little bit lower than normal, so need to make some more of that back. And yeah, just getting a bunch of keys, which will help fund our future videos and just making sure we keep up with the content of the game. And vault events are always good for that, since they give an absurd amount of every single gem-related resource, among other useful things like glory and such, but and souls and other things. But yeah, currently at 589 gem keys. Another thing we probably want to try getting to is about 700 of those or so by the end of this week, because next Friday is a new mythic. It is a useless, 100% useless mythic, unless they're planning on buffing it. However, it's still a troop that we need and to cover and all that, so do need to get those resources. Worst comes to worst, we have glory keys, we have seal keys, we have a billion of other ways of trying to get it, but still want to try getting it off of gem keys ideally. This thing is flashing. This event will easily have done automatically without even trying. So I haven't even been aiming for. I've just been going for trait stones I need. And currently I'm doing Pride Lands because last I checked, that is the lowest trait stone we have. And as I mentioned, I am doing Warlord right now. We should be able to get, as the title says, level 70, I believe, by the end of the stream. And that'll probably be our main goal then for the stream. And everything else will just kind of be passively around that. We should be able to reach level 70. We're currently level 63, if I'm not mistaken. Just got the 63rd level. Pets I will be doing, even though there is a 0% chance to gain gnomes from them. We have been low on pet food, so I do need to start actually doing these pets. And wow, that is old from when we were leveling sentinels still. Wow. Well, let me go change that over to shaman and start getting a little bit of XP there. I am passively gaining shaman XP too. It is the last hero class that we don't have max that has half mana start. However, next Friday, we are getting a new hero class that has half mana start. So we'll have another one if we do happen to finish off Shaman. We'll have another one that we can start using starting next Friday. But yeah, we're getting two things next Friday. Unfortunately, no new content this week. We're just, of course, getting just doing the gnome event, which is kind of a good thing because it doesn't distract from the gnome event. But next week, we're getting two new things to kind of make up for that. We're getting the hero class, which is actually good, and a new mythic, which is the worst in the entire game. So we'll see how that pans out. But anyways, hello everyone. Hello Elite Gaming. Hello Skeleton King. Hello JZG. Hello David. Hello Flaming. Hello Bartek. Hello Corin. Hello Nina. Hello War Crimes. Hello David. Hello the one known as a ghost. Welcome. Are you still doing Switch streams? Not as much recently, but yes. The main thing that we're going to be streaming pretty soon on Switch is most likely going to be Mario Maker 2. I haven't played the first Mario Maker, but we will be playing the second one like crazy. So we'll kind of have to, we'll get the kind of like the first impressions of the playing a Mario Maker-like game, because we never really got to experience that the first time around. I'm pretty sure a lot of people haven't, because Wii U is a relatively dead console. But that was like the one thing on Wii U that almost made me get a Wii U, was Mario Maker. But it's finally coming to Switch, the sequel to it, in about a month from now, the 28th of next month. Probably be streaming that quite a bit once it comes out. But yeah, lately I haven't been streaming too much, and if I have been on Switch, it's the Gems of War version of Switch, or you know, the Switch Gems of War version, so it wasn't really me actually playing something on the platform. I've still been playing it some, and I was playing it over at my friend's house last weekend, and I actually beat them at most of the games too. I beat most of them at Mario Kart, except for one. Well, we kind of tied a lot of stuff, but we were about even. I beat most of them in Smash. Or pretty much all of them. It's just some characters I was obviously worse with, but if I was picking like my mains, I was able to beat them decently consistently. It was a fun challenge still, and yeah, pretty much everything we did, which is kind of funny. Oh, so did the stream just go down for a second? I think it did. Always annoying. As soon as I'm like in the middle of talking about something, it's like, nope, stream wants to go down. So few pets lately? It might be because your guild's just getting less, possibly? I don't know. I've been currently getting one every single hour. This is because everyone, as soon as anyone in your guild gets one, it gives it to your entire guild, of course. So you might just need more people in your guild farming. Oh, speaking of that, if anyone's still looking for a guild, my guild still has some room. If you're level 1000 plus, and you can do the 1 million gold per week, as well as do decent in all of the guild related events. We do have a few spots left. I forget how many currently, but it's at least one slot, if nothing else. Also, hello everyone. Hello Humberto. Hello J-Dot. Hello Josh. Hello Haley. Hello Bruno. Hello September Blake. Hello Barbara. Welcome. If anyone has any questions or anything you want to chat about, let me know. Because these streams tend to just pretty much be chatting about everything. Just because a good majority of the gameplay is the same thing. Just us trying to get the grind down on the events. Do you find a favorite team to use that isn't meta? I don't know, it depends really. Like, to a degree, the team I'm using right now isn't really meta, but it gives a lot of resources, and I personally love the way that it functions. Because there's stuff that's way stronger than this. I just like using this team. So this is kind of one. Various skull spam teams are normally like that. Things that aren't necessarily the absolute strongest in the game, but they work really well for having fun with them. Tesla teams are pretty high up there for doing that as well. Tina teams even recently aren't even that bad for that as well. They do decent while still being decently fun. Anything that clears the board a lot, like Word Breaker and Furnace, stuff like that, they're not really that meta these days, but they are quite a bit of fun to watch. I'm trying to think of a few other ones, but they definitely exist. 3 slots in the guild. Well, I have one of them that I'm probably going to be able to fill tomorrow. I believe I have someone I'll be able to get in. Because I believe Tech9 was still interested in joining the guild for a little while. It wouldn't be permanent, but given that we need 3 at the moment, he'll be able to fill one of those for now. I forget what level he even is these days. I believe he's around level 2,200 or something. Something absurdly high. I know he's the highest level in the entire game, across any platform. Just forget what that currently is right now. You're very new to Gems of War, just hit level 70. Any tips you should do to progress? Well, the first thing you should be prioritizing at that low of a level is trying to get all of your kingdoms upgraded to level 10. Initially, you want to, well, first unlock all the kingdoms if you haven't already, then start getting them all to level 3. And then from there, you want to start getting the magic kingdoms to level 10, and then start going to all the other ones from there to get to level 10. Basically, the easiest way to do this is to go and spam PvP. PvP has the highest rate of gold in the game. And you basically just camp that doing whatever teams you currently have. Try to farm up a bunch of gold from there and start leveling up your kingdoms. Once you finally have every single kingdom to level 10, you can likely get yourself into a bit better of a guild. Because most guilds have decently, or most of the better guilds that you want to try joining, will have a decently high gold requirement that would be somewhat hard to do if you don't already have level 10 all kingdoms. As level 10 all kingdoms is one of those initial gold sinks that you kind of have to do initially just to get past it. But once you get past it, you have enough gold that you can basically just put all of your spare gold into the guild. And that makes it a lot easier to have a higher requirement. And doing a higher gold minimum requirement for a guild will overall net you more resources over time, since you'll end up getting more tasks done. And more tasks done basically just mean more free resources that you don't have to go out of your way for. Okay, there we go. There's all the pet down. Let's just go grab all that. And take our tributes. Still trying to hit that 25,000 gems, slowly but surely, like 10 gems at a time. Hopefully we'll get a bunch off of gnomes as well. Anyways, off to the gnome grinds. Back to Pride Lands. And yeah, it's on the right team. Where do you think is the best farm to get gnomes this week? It is anywheres in challenges or explore. The specific location that you do really just depends on preference, either based on what you want to face or simply based on the trait stone you need. And you'd most likely just do it based on the trait stone you need. Currently, out of every trait stone I have, currently of every arcane trait stone we have, the lowest one is the pure red, so that's what I'm currently doing. Also, I forgot, I have a controller hooked up for the exact purpose of being able to do this quicker, so let me go use controller now. There we go. Let's get those quick clicks. Much better. This actually saves about 1 second per cycle, which might not sound like much, but we can normally do about 4 cycles per minute. So it's saving like 4 seconds every minute. So what does that come down to? That's like what? Wait, how much is that over an hour? Wait, hold up. That's 4 minutes saved over an hour, right? I did the math on that wrong. It's something like that. It ends up saving a decent amount of time because it goes through the loading screens a bit quicker since you get to smash the button without ever going back to the menu and by just simply clicking as quickly as possible. It also allows us to cast that a little bit quicker before 2 abilities without having to worry about accidentally misclicking it. How much total gold do you need to max all kingdoms? Oh, I completely forgot what that current amount is. It's around 100 and something thousand per kingdom. I believe it's around 130,000. So since there's 23 kingdoms, that comes down to what, like 4 million? Somewhere around 4 million? Somewhere around 4 million. Let me see. Let's say 135,000 times, how many kingdoms is there? 34? I don't even remember. Let's see. I think there's 34. Times 34. So that's about 4.5 million. Wait, see. How many kingdoms is there again? Hold up. I need to find anyone in global. It doesn't even matter too much who it is. Let's see. Yeah, there's 34. Okay, so I was right. But yeah, approximately 4.5 million gold is how much is required to max all kingdoms. Which isn't too much. Actually, with our stack, we could pay for the entirety of that like 3-4 times over. It's not even a large gold stack either. It's something you want to focus on your first month of playing. It can theoretically be done in the first week as well. First week or two, depending on how heavily you grind it. But definitely by the first month, you want to ideally make sure you have level 10 all kingdoms. One of the very first things you prioritize when first starting out. Give me your luck. Well, so far I currently have 0 vault keys. I'm not sure if you want my luck, though I haven't been grinding for too long. I did it for about 30 minutes before the stream, and we're doing it now, and we've only gone for like 12 minutes so far. So far, 0 vault keys. Why did I take that? That was pointless. There we go. Hey, Tina actually died for once. If you're trying to war and pieces your weapon instead of Imperial Jewel, that would work. I'm personally running it like this just because we are running a hero class that doesn't have half mana start. And also because the split damage off it's normally enough to clean with how high my Sunburst stats are. More often than not, we're not even going to need to cast our hero weapon. 3 vault keys, not too bad. Oh, also, I didn't mention it yet, but they do have that same flash offer again. And I believe they made it 100 gems instead of 90 this time, which isn't really much of a difference, but you get 10 more gems every $2, I guess. But the pack is pretty decent. $2 for 100 gems and a vault key. You can buy it 5 times. It's one of the few offers that I would say is insanely good value. Death Knight's still better value, but that's still pretty high up there. I personally won't be buying any, of course, like normal. We're just gonna grind all of them. So I got a soda just in case. I woke up at like 5 a.m. just because I couldn't sleep. I'm not sure why, but now I need caffeine to stay up. Caffeine and sugar. How was my trip through time zones in space? It went pretty well. Did a bunch of gaming, chilled, got to eat a pretty nice sushi place. And yeah. It was just basically a normal weekend with friends. I'll throw that down. Get her hits. Though I still have a scratch from their dogs. They have like 2 really large dogs, and one of them ended up accidentally scratching me. One of them hated me. He kept barking at me. The other one was really chill, though. It would let me pet it with its feet. It was really cute. It was my little footstool. By my feet, and I was like, okay, I'll just put my feet up on it. And the dog doesn't even mind. It was really cute. So far, I haven't gotten a good drop off of anything. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I got 4 gem keys off of one of the normal gnomes earlier. Other than that, I haven't gotten anything noteworthy. Also, 0 glory gnomes so far. Oh, no, that's not true. I got 1, but it was 200 glory. So not the greatest of luck so far. Hey, speaking of gnomes. Come on, Vault Key. Also, we'll have first redeem code when we get first Vault Key. Or by the end of the stream, whichever comes first. We better get a Vault Key before the end of the stream, though. Let's see. Vault Key? You know you want to. Nope. 100 souls. One of his worst drops. It seems so pitiful ever since they added Soul Gnome, which gives at minimum 1,000 souls. And at max 5,000, if not a Vault Key. Well, round 2. At least we got back-to-back gnomes. There we go. 5 gems. Still bad, but hey, we are trying to get the 15,000 or 25,000 gems total. So we still every little bit counts, and those 5 will help work towards that, I guess. Well, that should be enough damage, right? Almost. Not really. Never mind. It's not even close. Is it up to luck getting gnomes while grinding? Yes. Almost everything related to gnomes is pure luck. Finding them is pure luck. What you get off them is pure luck. And if you find a vault key, what's in the vault key is pure luck. So yes, it's basically just multiple layers of luck on top of each other. Still the highest resource rates you'll ever get in the entire game, though. Even with bad luck, you'll still be getting like 3 times the normal rate of resources throughout every other drop you would end up getting. And a lot of those resources are pretty useful ones too, like glory, gems, gem-related resources and stuff like that. Stuff that you wouldn't be able to farm normally too easily, but during the vault event you can. But yeah, everything's pure luck. The only thing that you can do to try to increase your luck is win quicker. So the quicker your win rates, the more drops you'll get. When doing the vault, does it matter what level you fight on? No, difficulty has no effect on gnomes. It also has no effect on vault keys. Always do it on normal. Anything higher than that is making it needlessly more difficult for no reason. I wish they would just remove the difficulty from that page because it's kind of misleading. But no, the difficulty has no effect on your loot there. Oh, we got a key. The wrong key, though. We got an event key. Not a vault key. Wow, we keep getting back-to-back gnomes. I don't mind, though. Definitely better than not getting back-to-back gnomes, even if we get horrible drops. At least we're getting the chance. Oh, another 5 gems. Oh, look at that. Just within a minute, we got an event key worth 14 gems or so. And 5 gems worth 5 gems. Let's see. What did it take care of? Grab that. Take the other one. You got 2 vault keys in an hour. Very nice. Well, we're currently 20 minutes in and 0 vault keys. So if you count the time I did earlier, we're basically an hour in. I'm not really counting that time, though. I normally don't count off-stream time unless we end up getting a vault key from it. But, we're only 20 minutes in so far. 10 vault keys used. 1 major blue. Nice. 2 small blues. Also nice. 1 small purple. Yeah, that's definitely not too bad. I didn't have any spears, because I keep using mine immediately. I don't believe we have any spears. Do I have any right now? I shouldn't. But if I do have any, let me go use them. If it'll ever load. A gigantic lag from trying to get out of this menu. Good morning, Preserved Music. Yes, it's finally Friday, end of the week. Why am I grinding Pride Lands? Because out of every arcane trait stone I have, the Arcane Rage is the one I have the lowest of. So we're doing that to try to get more of that arcane that we just got a drop of. Okay, of course, as soon as I was about to take a sip, it would get ready. There we go, 75 more gems. There we go, we're halfway there. Need another 499 gems in the next 3 days, ideally. Anyways, what was I doing? Oh, wow, I completely forgot what I was going to go do now. Oh, yeah, check vault keys. Nope, we used all of our vault keys. There we go. All good. So you have a chance of gnome key from drops in Explore and PvP. You have them pretty much everywhere. You can find gnomes in PvP. Well, there's two noteworthy locations as well. PvP and Arena are the only locations where a pet gnome will drop, which will allow you to get the pet. But all the other gnomes will appear everywhere else, as well as everywhere, including those locations. But PvP, Arena, Explore, Challenges, and Quests. Those are all the locations where you can find gnomes. The most viable methods are always to do these three, one of these three. And generally the most overall viable is to just do Explore at whatever location you need the Arcane Trait Stone from. And currently I just need this one, which is why we're doing Pride Lands. So you can do literally any kingdom, depending on which one you need. Hey, I gained a level. Now we need 6 more of those. What are orbs best used for? All purple orbs are used in order to get your guild above 40,000 if it isn't already, as far as your total seals for a given week. And they're also used basically like gem keys, essentially, since a good majority of their drops, or even entirety of their drops if you have all the guardians, will be basically like the gem key drop table. So they're pretty good around the times when Mythic Scat is the game. If you want to help your guild be able to get those, you just get your entire guild to 40,000 total seals, plus you end up getting a lot more seals that you would then be able to throw down and hopefully get the Mythic off of. As far as blue orbs, major blues you save for crafting Zugoff. Small blues you use to get things that are currently at legendary rarity up to mythic. They don't have to be base rarity legend, they just have to be legend in general. These are most commonly used probably for the events of raids and invasions, on stuff like that. Maybe even Bounty Hunter you can end up using it on. I have been lately as well. And you can use it on those events in order to get yourself save, so you don't have to buy an additional pack. Ends up saving you several hundred gems each time you end up doing that, which is definitely worth it. You can also just do it on good troops in general, just to get them upgraded a little bit quicker, but you should only ever do it on something that's ascended up to legend to get them up to mythic. You should never do it prior to that, otherwise you're basically just wasting the orb. As far as green orbs, those you can pretty much use whenever, though generally it is used, the small greens are used for the final level of epics, legends, and mythics, and the large greens are used to fully trait things that you either want to get, or fully level things that you want to get up quickly, or simply use it on things that you get most value on, which would be legends and mythics. Other than that, oranges, small oranges are mainly used for the second and third trait of legends and mythics, and larger oranges are mainly used for fully maxing out either a legend or a mythic, or commonly mythic since they're more expensive. And that's what all the orbs are used for. I should probably do a video on that eventually. I don't think I ever did do a video going over all orb stuff. I've covered it many times. I don't think I've done a little overview video though. Is a vault key and 100 gems worth the $2? Yes. It's basically the best flash offer they've ever offered. And they do it every single time there's a vault event. But yes, that is insanely good value. Oh, speaking about insanely good value, 50,000 gold from that gnome, not too bad. But yeah, the current special is very decent. How am I doing? I am doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Okay, he'll just die to that burn, and we'll be good to go. Let's just take that yellow over, and he's already dead. Wait, how are you not dead already? There you go. There we go. Yeah, if they end up adding a random red common, I would end up getting a billion more arcane rages. However, I don't think a random red common is coming anytime soon. Let me see. Let's see. When is the next pure color coming, and is it red? Excuse me. Let's see. We're not getting a pure color for a while. Next pure color isn't till a while. Such a while that there isn't even one appearing yet. Let's see. No, it's gonna be ages before we even get another pure color. Oh, there's a pure red. No official date on it though. Wait, City of Thieves? Oh, never mind. That's a, my bad. That's a faction troop. Doesn't count. Oh yeah, we're not getting a pure color for months. We can see up to the end of August, and up to that point, there is not a single pure color even coming into the game. Not counting factions, but, like just the events. Because obviously the faction one doesn't allow you to farm the trait stone. Only if it's from an event. Yeah, we're not getting a comment for a while. A long while. Good morning, Zeddicus. Welcome. Hello, Christy. Welcome as well. But yeah, that's why we're grinding it. Because there's not a pure red, or even any pure color, for that matter, for a very, very long time. You can see to the end of August, and there's not a single one happening in that entire time. Let alone the color of red. Read your comment above? I did just read your comment above. Unless there was a different one. But no, there's not another one coming for months. And even once one comes, it might not necessarily be red. Not really that big a deal. We're hopefully getting a trait stone sync in the next patch or two. The Q&A for next patch should be pretty soon as well. And we'll end up learning a lot of info on it once they do finally do that. We know almost nothing about next patch yet. We know some things that it might be, but we don't know definitively much about it. What VIP level am I? I'm only VIP level 6. My Nintendo Switch account's at 4. Nothing too high. Spend about 300 hours on the game over the course of 4.5 years or so. Hello, Jen. Welcome. Oh yeah, the upgrade troop options off the flash offers are excessively bad. You should never go for them. They're a complete waste of money. I'm not sure why they made them so horrifically bad in value. They could be half the price and they would still be overpriced. I very rarely see them though, but that's mainly because they only happen when you get a new legend or a new mythic. And that only happens when they end up releasing a new legend or a new mythic. Because obviously I already own everything. So I see them very rarely. We'll see one next Friday. And it will definitely not be worth it. I think it's going to ask for like $35 just to go and fully level and trade it. Which we can do for free with a single green orb and a single orange major orb. They're super easy to get. Probably even get a few this weekend just from doing this Vault events. Do I have a fast beast team? Yes, this team just with Forest Guardian. Replace that with Warden, replace that with Forest Guardian, boom. You're now using 3 beasts and it wins at the speed of Ultra Quick. Same speed that we're winning at right now, basically. It's only 3 beasts instead of 4, but still decent. If you're referring to just normal beast teams, there are no quick normal beast teams. Like if you're planning on doing it for like PvP or something. There's some teams that aren't horrible, but none of them are particularly quick. Just average at best. Wait, there's already a beta? Wait, when did the beta go up? Hold up. Oh, I wouldn't be able to share anything about it either. Wait, the beta went up in the last day then. Wait. Do I not have beta access anymore? Did they take away my beta access? Why do I not see the beta thread? Are you sure there's a beta? Let me see, do I still have the beta? Yeah, I still have beta. Let's see. Where's this beta post in which you speak? Let's see. Where is all the tabs? There it is. Beta. There it is, beta. Oh, you're right. When did that go up? Wait, it's been up for 3 days. Ah, never mind. I'll need to go look into that. I still won't be able to say anything about it. But yeah, you're right. Fail. I did not realize that. Yeah, you're right. It's been up for 3 days. I don't know why. I never got the notification for it. That's weird. But yeah, you're right. It's been up for 3 days. I'll need to go play that later. Unfortunately, I can't do it on stream. Now, what if I could? But I don't know why. I never got the notification for it earlier. That's weird. Oh, that's a good sign then. That probably means we're getting it late June. Late June, early July. So what's rumored about next patch? I don't know. I don't think there's any rumors yet. Some things that it could be is the trait stone sync finally. Treasure hunts and or arena could finally be buffed. Possibly a PvP rework. It's something they were going to do last year, then never did, but then never really talked about much this year. New features that we don't even know about. Maybe something with pets. Maybe something to finally make factions easier. That's something else they wanted to go do later this year. Of course, potions wasn't supposed to be the main fix, even though people are using it as the main fix. But there are going to be other methods that they're going to be adding to make your faction a little bit easier than it currently is. It's still going to be difficult overall, but not as annoying as it currently is now. Yeah, it could be any number of things. We'll find out later. Now I'm kind of curious to see what's actually in it now. Hold up. Let's see. I won't say any of it, but I'll read it to myself. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Ooh, interesting. That's nice quality of life. Wait, what's this? What is this? Ooh. That's a nice rework. Ooh. Ooh. I'll need to read through and go look into that. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. Then there's that. Then there's that. Let's see. And then a bunch of bug fixes. Cool. Okay, interesting. So it seems like that one feature is actually the bigger feature then, which makes sense. Interesting. Oh, but we're not. Aw. Oh well. Interesting. Okay. Anyways, that's cool. They're not that good. They're decent. I didn't get to read through all of them right now though. The main change that they're making does seem like a decent fix, though. But no, I didn't see any trait stone sync in there. Unless it was in there and I just overpassed it. It seems mostly like quality of life stuff, though, for the most part. Like, some of it's really big quality of life. But it seems mostly quality of life, actually. Except for one thing. Which they're revamping. But yeah, once I can actually say stuff about it, I will. We'll probably know more about it really soon, or that I can publicly say. Because they're doing a Q&A on it in a few weeks or so. For next patch. Probably even sometime mid-month, so probably another week or two. Anything about rope dart? No, balance changes are never in the those patch notes. We don't know what the balance changes are until the patch comes out. So even though I have access to the beta, we all have no clue what the balance changes are until the day of the patch. They always do it that way. They have never once really mentioned balances prior to the patch itself. Unless it's status effect related balances. But if it's like actual troop related balances, we don't know until the day of. Gonna nerf rope dart or not. I feel like they wouldn't. And if they would, they're probably just gonna raise its mana cost by like 1 or something. To make it 15 instead of 14. They've done that to other troops in the past to make them useless. Just that 1 mana shift can completely throw off how a weapon works or a troop works. 14 mana cost is exponentially less than 15. And the main reason for this is 14 can be 2-turned with a +1/+1 surges, whereas 15 normally requires at minimum, unless you have like a really weird banner setup, a 15 mana cost normally requires 3 turns rather than 2 turns, whereas a 14 can normally be done in 2 turns. Do you think it's worth retreating until you find a gnome? I believe they patched that out. I don't believe it's possible to retreat spam into a gnome anymore. I believe ever since they fixed the gnome exploit, they made it so that is not possible anymore. Though I'm not 100% certain on that. But last I recall, it is not possible anymore to retreat spam into a gnome. Because now it only resets the gnome after the battle itself is completed. Oh, glory gnome. Speaking of gnomes, please drop 1,000 glory or a vault key. Either or are amazing. There we go. We got this best drop, even better than a vault key, possibly. 1,000 glory. A super overpowered 1k glory. I still am amazed that they haven't nerfed glory gnome. Though I'm pretty sure them adding jewel gnome was their nerf to glory gnome without directly nerfing it. But glory gnome is so ridiculously OP as far as its drop table. They made it better than any other gnome by a very large margin. It's not even close. You got a vault key on your very first battle. That's insanely lucky. Haven't gotten a vault key yet, but we have gotten some good drops. We got 1,000 glory, got some 4 gem keys. Got a couple gem drops here or there. Still no vault key though. Yeah, 1,000 glory broken down into gems. Let's see. 1,000 glory is basically like 10 gem keys, right? Yes. Right. Wait, is it 5 or 10? I'm losing track now. No, it's more like 5, right? Never mind. It's more like 5 gem keys. It depends how you look at it. But yeah, it's more like 5 gem keys. And with those 5 gem keys, that's worth at minimum 45 gems. So 1,000 glory is worth at minimum 45 gems. Which is higher than any other gnome's drop, other than Vault Key. Because the best, the next best drop would be the normal gnome's 4 gem key drop, and the normal gnome's 3 event key drop. The 4 gem key drop is 36 gems, and the 3 event key drop is 42 gems. Making the 1,000 glory drop off a glory gnome by far the best drop. Plus, it's a lot more versatile, since you could also spend it on event packs rather than spending it on keys. Yeah, they still don't have a key gnome. I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually add one, though. Depending on how they make the key gnome drop table, it could be very good or very bad. It could be like another jewel gnome in that they make the drops just way too bad that it's useless. Jewel gnome could have potentially been really good if they would have made it actually drop a decent amount of diamonds. But the jewel gnome is so bad at dropping diamonds that the normal gnome's 2 diamond and 5 diamond drops can actually outpace the jewel gnome's diamond rate. Just because for whatever reason they made the diamond drop table so rare off a jewel gnome. Is this the new bomb rush setup? Wouldn't really say it's new. Well, I guess we're using Mirage Queen with it, so I guess it's somewhat new. But same premise, just different troop feeding it. But yeah, this is just the standard feed mana into everything, quick kill, Sunbird kind of team. I've been using this for probably almost a year now. It's been meta for a very, very long time. The only real difference here is I just happen to be using Mirage Queen instead of Forest Guardian. A peasant gnome? A gnome that drops peasant cards? So basically you mean Cedric Sparklesack. Haha! Because he drops a bunch of useless commons that are like peasants. But yeah, they already have a gnome like that. Cedric Sparklesack does that for you. About 25% of the time. Yeah, this team is really cheap to build. Mirage Queen you get for like 1,000 shards on the Sunken Fleet Kingdom. The trait stones that you need to trait this thing is actually available right now for Glory. So you can just mass buy it off the Glory shop and you don't even need a trait or anything. And even if you don't have it, you can just go and trait the first trait normally and then use an Orange Orb for its second and third trait. Firebomb's a common, so you easily have that. Any hero weapon with any hero class goes there. And the only real hard part, I guess, is Sunbird, but that's still pretty easy. It's an ultra rare. And getting it fully traded, which is also similarly easy. It only take about an hour to get fully traded, even if you didn't have any of the trait stones. That'll be a nice April Fool's joke. We already had April Fool's. Oh, don't leave the oven on. Go check it. Don't forget. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Whenever I do cook anything, I have a like alarm clock kind of stopwatch thing. I bought it as an alarm clock, but it has a stopwatch feature. So whenever I cook, I always use the stopwatch feature because I don't have like a phone or anything to keep track of it. And I normally don't bother bringing up an app on the computer that would end up doing it. So I'm like, okay, well, let me just do it with this thing, with the clock, and it ends up working out decently. It's weird that something like that would have a stopwatch feature, but hey, it does. Something that would almost never get used, but works for me. Yeah, I traded in Forest Guardian for Mirage Queen. Plays out pretty much the exact same. I just happen to be doing it with Mirage Queen. If we ever got that pet upgraded further, the Beast pet, it would actually be stronger with the Forest Guardian there. However, currently it is basically the exact same with this one compared to Forest Guardian until we get that pet upgraded further. So for now, I'm just doing it with this. This team's also cheaper to obtain since Mirage Queen is ridiculously easy to obtain, whereas Forest Guardian is pure luck if you obtain it or not. Yes, I currently am winning at about every 15 seconds, if you count the full cycle. Generally, during gnome events, you want to be winning anywhere from 3 to 4 times per minute. And currently we're winning around 4 times per minute, approximately. This one went a little bit slower. But, yeah, it's about 15 seconds per cycle, if you count all the loading screens and everything. If you're just counting the in-battle time, yeah, it's about 10 seconds or so. But, of course, half that time goes to just the loading screens in between, which ends up adding up. Like, all this time right here, we're not actually playing. It's just going through the screens to battle again. But yeah, there's pretty much gnome events in a nutshell. Just trying to power grind, quick kill things into trying to level up heroes while trying to get vaults, keys, and various stuff from gnomes. Hey, Fairshra. A mythic I haven't used in ages, but he's still a pretty relevant mythic. For that gigantic soul gain. I feel like I haven't used them in like a year or so now, other than whenever anyone asks for a soul farming team. Hello, Cynical! Welcome. You did not skip the ad. Well, thank you for that. Gotta get that ad money. Those pennies add up. Those pennies add up to be hundreds of dollars per month. Yeah, I think one single person watching through an entire ad is less than 1 cent. It's like a decimal of a cent. But add that times thousands and it starts adding up over time. Donated your penny. Thanks for that. That reminds me, I have a whole thing of coins that I've been just kind of keeping there because I use cash for everything. So I do end up accumulating a bunch of small change over time. And I have like a whole thing now of just random coins that I haven't bothered cashing in for like a year now. I wouldn't be surprised if it's almost $100 in just coins sitting there now. It's all of my change for like a year, year and a half. Hey, another 5 gems. Why do we keep getting 5 gems from him? Why can't we get the 20 gem drop? It's like the 4th or 5th time we've gotten the 5 gem drop this stream. Good morning, Tony. Welcome. But yeah, still 0 vault keys, and we're almost at the hour mark. And I will give out a redeem code once we get first key, or by the end of the stream, whichever one comes first. Hopefully that is 1 vault key, though, first. We better not go 3+ hours without getting a vault key, though it can happen. What levels are here right now? 65. Trying to get it to 70. Probably stream until we get it to about 69, 70 or so. Somewhere around there. Started at 62 when we started stream. So we got 3.5 levels since then. Come on. Why is it not casting? I'm clicking the button for it. That's weird. There we go. Oh, gnome, you didn't. Oh, the gnome puns, they hurt. That reminds me, we're probably done with this event now. This is why I didn't do the event earlier. Because we're going to have it done like 4, 5, 6 times over by the end of this week. Without even trying to go out of our way for it. But if I go check right now, I'm pretty sure we're done with it. And if we're not currently done with it, we are so pretty much like right on top of it. Also, what is my green screen doing? Just realize it's being weird. Let's see. Did I fix it? Am I even pulling the right side? There we go. Oh, there we go. Sometimes the light from the sun messes it up. Anyways, if it'll ever load the screen, I can go check how far we are in the event. Loading, loading, loading. Loading screen simulator. Any day now. You know what? Might just be better to restart the game at this point. We haven't yet. Normally when you win this quick, it starts lagging down the game. So let me just restart it. Okay, let's go do this again. Come on, Steam load. Yeah, man. Let's see. Oh no, it's gonna load my controller correctly now, isn't it? I actually want it to load incorrectly. You know what? Let me go change my preferences. I want it to actually stay on Y. I actually don't want it to be on A button. But then again, I did get a new controller, so the A button's probably not as sticky right now. Why is it so much noisier still, though? Even on a brand new controller, it's noisier. But at least it's not as sticky as it was before, though. And by sticky, I meant, like, from pressing it down so much, it would kind of get stuck occasionally. And also, no, what on earth is it trying to load? No, I did not want that game to load. Close the program. Steam, why are you lagging? Why you gotta do this to me? Steam, what are you doing? One moment. Technical difficulties. Steam, cooperate with me. Hello. Hello? Steam just crashed. Good job, Steam. I literally just crashed Steam. Okay, now it's just installing an update. Well, that's a fail. I literally just crashed Steam somehow by just trying to load this game. Well, a 7-year-old computer will do that. Actually, it's more like 6.5 at this point. But, we'll be getting a new one soon. Soon, TM. Let's see. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Games. View game library. Let's see. X out of that. And let me in. Hello, games library. Do you want to load? Hello? There we go. Okay, we're back in. Technical difficulties have ended. It'll load in any second now. Gabe wants his cut from your gnomes. They haven't really been doing much on Steam lately. Haven't even bought a Steam game for a while. I used to a lot, but oh no, I still have like a whole backlog of games I still need to play. I probably won't anytime soon. But yeah. The only Steam game I'm probably going to specifically be playing anytime soon is Darkest Dungeon 2. And that's mainly because I believe it's being released only on Steam initially, when it first comes out. But anyways, where were we? Back to the grinds. And we did end up finishing that out without even trying. So that's already done. How many hours do I have in this game? Too many. We currently have, aw. Why did it bring up this one? I want the normal one. Why did you have to bring up big picture? I don't want this one. It doesn't show your game time in here. Does it? No, I don't believe it does. Is it underneath the achievement section? No, I don't want this version of it. No. Normally it shows you what your total thing is. How do I disable this? Normally it would show, but it's somewhere around 9,400 hours. Somewhere around there. Yeah, I know it's because I have the controller plugged in. And now I have to click the A button for this, which is actually better because it's a much bigger button. The only problem is it's slightly noisier. But at least this is a new controller, so the A button's actually still pretty smooth. I think it's mainly whenever I play Smash Ultimate that keeps breaking the A button. Because of how much you have to actually click it in that game. As well as click quickly. Big party for 10,000th hour? We'll do something for the 10,000th hour for sure. What exactly I do not know, but might as well. You know what? I'm actually going to configure the controller back to the Y. Let me see. Controller configuration. Ah, that's not what I want. Where's the controller options? No. Oh, yes. No. That's weird. Okay. The same menu I wanted from earlier is not there. I'll need to do it on the other side of it then. From the other side of Steam. I'm not sure why that menu looks so much different in-game than it does if you do it in Steam. We'll just use the A button for now. Not too big a deal. I just don't want to break this controller anytime soon. I ideally want this controller to last for a year, not 6 months. Let's see. We'll go and take a blue over. But for only 25 bucks, it's not as big a deal, but still. Is the Vault event on Switch? No. I forget what. I believe they had it last weekend, if I'm not mistaken. Nintendo Switch Vault event. But for whatever reason, I do believe it's still desynced from the other versions when they have the Vault event. Nintendo Switch is running really weirdly. Hey, Glory Gnome. Come on, 1,000 Glory or Volkey. You knew you want to. Hey, 1,000 Glory, nice. Already over 2,000 Glory this hour. Already into another gnome. Volkey! Did it! First hour, nice. Wow, 1,000 Glory into a Vault Key. That is insanely good loot. But yeah, let's go open the Vault Key and then hand out a code. I did say after first Vault Key. What do we have? Come on, something good. No! Only Cedric, which is nothing. So basically we only got 5 gems from that. So that's pretty pitiful. Anyways, before I forget, let me go hand out a code. Code time. Oh, that's not the code. That is the patch notes. Edit. Let's see. Mark this down so we know we used it. Copy, copy. Save. Put it over here. Put that in. Put that in. Did I get the right one? Or do I feel like that's the wrong one? Why wouldn't it let me paste? Let me click refresh. It's being weird. Put that in there, put that in there. That was the wrong one. There we go. Click refresh. Here you guys go. There is the redeem code. You use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters. And what else do I need to get? Is that it? Never mind. Yeah, there we go. And gives same reward as always, 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. There you guys go. And it's usable on every platform except the console versions. So let's go back to the grind. Let's see if we can get another 3. post notes by accident. Even if I posted a link to it, you wouldn't be able to see it. Only people who have beta access on the forum would be able to see the post, even if I accidentally linked the link. Similar to how if I accidentally copy-pasted the page that has all the redeem codes on it, no one would be able to see it. The only people that have access to that page is me and 2 of the devs. Wow, this is a really lucky last few minutes. Why can't we just keep this luck up the entire time? We'd have infinite... Wow! We'd have infinite resources. We have 2 1,000 Glory Gnome drops and a Vault Key back-to-back. Possibly even 3 1,000s. Whoa, what is our luck right now? 3 1,000s and a Vault Key within a few minutes. And we got another 1,000, like what, 5 minutes ago? 10 minutes ago? That is really high loot. Hopefully we can keep that up for a few hours. We would have literal infinite resources if we could actually keep that drop rate up. Not gonna happen though. Yeah, 3,000 glory and a Vault Key within minutes. That'll happen sometimes. You can go like an hour or 2 with like almost nothing and then just get like that really lucky few minutes. Weird how it is. So many luck factors. And now we just go completely dry with no resources. Because that's how it always is. You get like your quick burst of resources and then it goes dry for what feels like 30 minutes. Oh, so we'll probably have a second redeem code a little bit later on this stream. Probably do the same thing tomorrow, probably give out too. We'll see. But next redeem code, I'm not sure what we'll do it based on. But we'll hand out another one a little bit later. Probably do it around like level 68 or 69 hero, probably. Probably 69 because we're probably pretty close to 66 at this point. Also, that'd be a pretty funny number to give it out on as well. So I find it funny, Warlord class keeps doing a burn. I believe it's every single time an ally dies. Which means every single time we cast Firebomb or Sunbird, we get a burn on the enemy. It's not really something that's actually that useful, but in the case of something like Explorer like we're doing right now, it actually does come into play occasionally. It's kind of funny. I don't believe any half mana start hero class actually has that though. The burning whenever an ally dies. Yeah, no problem for the code, everyone. Enjoy, and we'll have another one later. Also, thank you, Scott, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. But yeah, we got a bunch of drops, 3,000 glory and a Vault Key, and now we get nothing. That's how it works. I know, it's only been like 5 minutes. Feels like longer, though. Warlords, it burns. Oh, we even have the new troop in there already. Those do come in immediately into Explore. Always forget about that, though. It's like, oh yeah, didn't that just get released? It's like, yeah, and then it's already there. There's always an increased chance to find whatever the event related is. Like right now, all the mechs and everything. Hard to find them. Same as the Donna troops because of the event. He just randomly dies to burn, and the other one dies to splits. Where are all the gnomes? They're hiding from us now. They gave us all their loot, and now they're hiding. Well, at least we got a really productive first hour, if nothing else. We hit around 4,500 glory and a vault key. And a few other small things. And we probably almost have enough arcane reds at this point. Probably after another 20 minutes, we'll switch to a different kingdom. Not sure which, but whichever one's low. I believe brown-green's still pretty low off of Zhejian Kingdom. I hate having to do that one, though, because there's so many fake gnomes there. It's always annoying doing it during a vault event where you're trying to find real gnomes. Because you'll keep thinking that the fake gnomes are real gnomes. It's like, oh, a glory gnome. It's like, oh, no, it's just a, it's a fake gnome. That one's real, though. You can tell if there's a bag in the corner if it's real or not. If there's no bag, it's not real. Also, that one was better off not being real. All it was 2 minor trait stones. Oh, good. Of all the things that get burned, that is the most useful. Too bad the burn will not be enough to kill it. Oh yeah, it does inform me at the beginning of battle too. That used to not be as noticeable, but they did make it more noticeable a few patches ago. So it's really obvious now whenever there's a gnome. Like that. Thousand souls, this is worst drop, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Do I have a Discord for the channel? Not currently. We might eventually make one. I have had requests for it in the past. But no, I don't currently have a Discord for the channel. Not yet. Hello, Pit Pap. Welcome. Yeah, I need to revamp my Patreon page, completely redo the entire page, and I don't know, maybe we'll make a Discord while we do so. At some point around there. Would make for something really easy to give rewards out for. Come on, Volky. Ah, gem key and a level, nice. 4 levels to go. Should easily be able to reach that. We're gaining about 180 XP per hour. Each level is taking around 68 or so XP on average at where we're currently leveled. So that's like 2.5 levels per hour. Almost 3 levels. I do have a Steam group. It's not really used for anything though. But it does make sense to have a Discord eventually. So hello, Pitpap. Welcome. Speaking of things that need updating, though, I still need to go switch this program over to the other program. I started it and then never finished. Moving everything over to the other program. I do need to do that soon. Because it might help reduce some of the lag spikes that we have occasionally. Because it would make it so I need less windows open. Potentially, it would make it so I only need one window open to stream itself. Because right now I need multiple things in order to be able to see the chat and a bunch of other stuff. But it should all just be able to happen at once. What is my favorite kingdom because of lore? Ah, that's a hard one. I don't think I ever read some of the really old kingdoms either. By really old, I mean like some of the very first ones. But, oh, that's a hard one. That is a hard one. I'm actually not sure. Trying to think. I know Elspeth was probably the funniest one for Silverglade. But favorite based on lore alone, and I'm not sure if I can even think of one, actually. No, Dragonclaw didn't really have good lore for it. Like, if you mean, like, the actual questline dialogue, it had actually one of the worst. Even though I love the kingdom. Or, you know, I love the whole dragon concept thing. But, it had really, really bad questline. I think it might be Karkaroff, actually. I just don't remember a lot of the older ones, so it's harder to really determine. But I think it might be Karkaroff. Karkaroff or Kazeel. Actually, probably Kazeel, actually. They even added a little bonus quest line at the end to expand it even further. The only one that ever got one like that. Yeah, it's probably actually Kazeel, now that I think about it. Also, all the gnomes are hiding from us again. Oh, as I say that, we get a gnome. And he starts saying that every time, so we keep getting a gnome. There we go. Come on, Vault Key, or Gem Keys, or anything of value. 5 gems, that'll work. Better than nothing. Seriously, though, can we get anything other than a 5 gem drop? Even off of our Vault Keys, we were getting 5 gem drops. I think we've gotten about 6 to 7 5 gem drops. Not a single 20 or higher, though. They're all just keep giving us 5 at a time. Still better than nothing compared to some of the drops out there. It's not the worst, but definitely not the best either. Hopefully we'll get like a 250 Cedric later off of Vault Key. Or at least some 20s off of normal gnomes. Yeah, there is a location where you can actually find all the old dialogue. I haven't bothered reading through all of them, though. Like some of the old ones I skipped way in the past. But you can check them out on gemsofwardatabase.com. GOWDB.com. Just the initials of that. Underneath the kingdom area, you can find all the lore stuff, and you can find it for every single kingdom. The entire dialogue for every single one. And there is a lot of it. It might not seem like there's much text in each one, but if you start like looking out throughout like every single one across 34 kingdoms, it is a lot of dialogue. Yeah, most quest lines play out the exact same. You go on like this little short adventure thing with the epic troop of the kingdom. You then eventually find the boss to go and fight, and then after killing the boss, the epic troop ends up joining you. You can get some pretty quick kills with Firebomb or Leprechaun into Sunbird Wipe. And you can do it with Rowan too if you don't have enough damage to kill it out with just a Sunbird. We don't have any mana to take. There we go. And we Sunbird that and dead. But yeah, this team's the same speed as Forest Guardian. I'm just happen to be using it with ship right now. Because why not? Might as well. But it's not any quicker than Forest Guardian. Tacet is the same artist that made all troop designs. Not even close. I couldn't draw if my life depended on it. I do eventually want to learn to at least say, I want to learn how to draw to a degree that it is identifiable what on earth I'm drawing. Like, I don't want to be good, just enough that it's visually readable. If that makes sense. Because if I try drawing something, it's like Pictionary. Like, no one's gonna guess in like 100 tries. MS Paint stream. No, I have Photoshop. If I was gonna bother doing a drawing stream, be doing on Photoshop. I used to have a drawing tablet. Didn't really use it much though. It was a pretty cheap one. Do want to get another one though. Old one I have doesn't work anymore. And the breaking when I moved. It's like a cheap $50 one. Do need to get another one soon. Look for seals or something. I don't need anything too professional, just something to, you know, use other than mouse and keyboard. Also, can we stop getting useless jewel gnomes? Unless it's going to drop a Volkey, there's not a single drop we need. Even if it drops diamonds, I don't need it. And of course it just drops 200 shards. Which is basically like 2 diamonds, except you have to pay some souls to get them. Which is even worse than 2 diamonds, basically. I still can't believe they managed to find a drop worse than 2 diamonds. But they managed. At least your ship uses red for the banner. Does that make any difference? No. Well, yeah, I guess it gives you higher attack. This team overall has quite a bit of higher attack. However, attack value means almost nothing in this game mode. But yes, this team does have a way higher attack than Forest Guardian does. I believe it's actually 9 higher attack. Because Forest Guardian would not have these 2 bonuses. It would not have that 6 attack. It would also not have that 3 attack. So yes, we do have 9 higher attack from doing this particular team. Oh wait, you know what? This might actually be higher overall. I forgot. You actually get 6 HP from 2 Broken Spire. Oh, that's a bonus we wouldn't normally have. That we actually have because of Warlord. Oh, that's pretty cool. Never mind. We actually do have slightly higher damage from this. I didn't realize that. But yeah, since we're using Hero, which counts as Broken Spire as Warlord, and we're using Firebomb, which of course is from Broken Spire, that's giving us a 2 troops from Broken Spire, which gives a 2 HP bonus, which isn't much, but we have the max pet, so it's giving us a 6 HP bonus. So, never mind. Okay, yeah, this actually is higher than Forest Guardian by 6 damage. And you would also have 9 higher attack, but 9 higher attack is pretty trivial. That does basically nothing in this game mode. But that extra 6 HP definitely does something, because that's 6 extra damage for Sunbird. Good morning, FH2. Welcome. How long's the stream today? We're probably going to be going for about 3 hours or so, 3.5. We're definitely going at least until we hit level 70 on this hero. So we're currently at 66, almost to 67. So mainly working on that while I was trying to do all the vault grind to try to get all the resources so we can go use them for future videos. Because next week we're going to spend quite a bit. I'm probably going to be spending at least 1,000 on the class event in order to power level the new hero class so I can show it for videos. And we're going to be burning through a lot of keys to get the new mythic. The next 100% useless, but since I have to show it for a video and everything, I do need to go and get it, even though it is pure useless. But yeah, we're still gonna get it, use it, go from there. But unless they're planning on buffing it within the next week, it is going to be potentially the worst mythic in the entire game. Did the stream just die? Let me just go type it in real quick. Stream back. There we go. But anyways, yeah, next mythic is, unless they're gonna buff it, is potentially the worst mythic in the entire game. Unless they're planning on buffing it before it releases next Friday. But we are getting a new mythic and a new hero class simultaneously next Friday. And now would be a great time to grind for both of them during this vault events. And there's currently no other event alongside of it, so nothing to distract from grinding out all of this. What's a fun PvP team you like to break out when you need to relax? I personally like just using Key Team when I want to relax in PvP. Essence of Evil team's normally pretty fun to do with that too. Just because you can disable stuff that's annoying, so you can just keep slowly winning with whatever. But I don't know, those are like the main two. Bringing out Key Team and bringing out like a really heavy disable team like Essence of Evil. Okay, what do we even need to move here? Let's take the green for now. We'll hopefully be able to get that red follow-up, which he just denied from us, so never mind. We'll take the purple. And then we swipe. This event doesn't feel like we're getting more gnomes than normal. It is. You should be getting one about every 5 minutes or so, 5 to 10 minutes. Normally more towards 5. Of course, you can get unlucky on a given moment in time, though. But, no, it's definitely higher. We've already been getting higher loot. We already got our vault key. You can get a little bit unlucky, like half an hour to an hour, but it is definitely higher right now. Oh yeah, Assassin with skull spam is pretty funny. It's really inconsistent, but it's funny to use. It's still the best hero class in the game with skull spam. It's just really inconsistent, which is why it's not normally used too often. It also doesn't have half mana start, which is a big hindrance. Gonna take that skull just so we can kill it with that, and then kill it out with split. Yeah, normally you would just wait for the guarantee craft. However, in order for me to be able to show it for the video, I can't do that, unfortunately. Hello, Blue Priestley. Welcome. Hey, Glory Gnome, please drop 1,000 Glory or Volky. I'm not even sure which one I want more, but just do one of them. Come on. Ah, good enough. At least it wasn't 200 Glory. This should be enough to wipe, and yes it is. Used around 1,000 keys, still no Tina. Do keep in mind, it's only at a really high rate in event keys currently. While there is a chance that you could theoretically get it in Glory Gem and VIP chest right now, The drop table for those is 1 out of every mythic in the game. The only one that would guarantee drop you Tina, assuming you get the mythic drop, would be event keys right now. But yeah, that can happen. You still have a few more days to try to grind out this event if you want to go throw event keys at it, though. Also, I believe you get 12 event keys off the event objectives this week if you haven't already done it, while farming gnomes. Those 12 event keys could potentially have it. Tina is not an absolute necessity. It is a pretty nice troop to have around, but I don't know. It's very situational. I think the biggest thing it has going for it is it's the strongest troop that has 50% spell reduction currently. And that almost more so than anything is one of the main reasons why it actually gets used. And it's pretty good true damage. But more so than anything, I feel like it gets used for its 50% spell reduction. Because there's only 2 troops, if I'm not mistaken, that even have that. And of the 2, Tina's definitely better. It's that one thing that gives you a bunch of attack in a Yellow Storm and then Tina. I don't think there was a 3rd or any other ones that currently have it. Of course, there will be in the future, but as it currently stands, there isn't. Unless I'm forgetting one. What are my Guild War defends this week? Well, it isn't the Guild War week, so I cannot actually show what my defends are. I guess we could go over our specific teams, though, I guess. Because we can still see them in the menu. But yeah, these are what they are. Right over here. Oh no, we gotta go through a gigantic lag screen to get back. Let's see. How it works farming 20,000 souls. You saw your farm soul uploads 1 year ago and not understand what you said. What team was it? Basically, you just put Dragon Soul in first slot and then you put a bunch of Necromancy behind it. So that can be something like Dragon Soul triple Warlock, Dragon Soul triple Azarus, Dragon Soul double Azarus Umberwolf, Dragon Soul double Azarus with hero using Purple Storm, any hero class. And then from there, you start replacing the 2 middle troops with Fairish Raz as you get them. And that's pretty much how soul farming progression goes as far as building better teams for it. Also, let's see if we get out of this lag spike. You've only crafted Fairish Raz from Soulforge. Should you wait for Infernus, or should you pick up something else? You have enough diamonds to make another mythic. Waiting for Infernus would be good. Other than that, you could pick up a Ward Breaker. Is that available this week? I forget. I think it was. Other than that, maybe consider Iron Gut if you want it for factions. Those are like your main initial ones. Anyways, whoever wanted to see the defend teams, these are our defend teams currently. For red, we still run the standard dwarf stuff, just with Trickster Shot there with Rune Priest, just to get everything going with 4 times dwarves. Main thing here is Iron Gut feeding Lord Ironbeard for triple damage against reds on a red day. Pretty common, just running something like that for the reds. This is something I've been trying out for the defend green, where we have a denial of the greens off of Grimlet that feeds into Mountain Crusher into Tina Weaver. I think this one kind of did pretty average last time around, but we might give it another shot just to see. I believe we're Paragon again. This one ended up working out okay. It's Essence of Evil Plague Lord kind of team into an anti-blue. We have Undyne, which can silence all blues, so we're running it with that. Azure just for a bunch of mana accumulation. I might even replace Plague Lord here with the new Merlantis hero class that's coming out this next Friday, 1 week from today. We'll see how that pans out. But I want to make sure I have it maxed first, so we probably won't run it next Guild War. But the following Guild War, I'll probably switch up this team to work with the new Merlantis hero class that's coming out next week. Famine is just here for mana drain. Other than that, defend yellow, we are running basically the standard divine team. Nothing really too special there, just that really annoying divine team with rope dart. For defend brown, I'm running standard Yagway. This is pretty standard, one of the best PvP teams in the game as well. It also works decently on defend. Just Flame of Fire, or Flame of Fur, whatever it's called, with or the Urska Crown if you don't own that. You get for free from Urskea Kingdom, followed by Yagway, Tipon, Queen Titania. And you just run it with Titan or something. One of the strongest teams in the game. For Purple Day, I just run standard gnomes. I'm currently running it with Leprechaun. You could also put Siren there. You could also just put a 4th gnome there, but normally I just do mana generator. And that's all of them, right? Did I miss one? No, that's all of them. And that's what I currently run for my defense for Guild Wars. Oh, so let's go check next trait stone. I think we did this one long enough. I said after about an hour and a half, and that's about where we are. Let's see, how was our reds doing? 372, so yeah, that should be fine now. What's our next lowest arcane trait stone? We got a 369. We got a... Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, never mind. I thought that was a 3 right there. Oh, is 369 our lowest? It looks like it. No, 368. Let's go to this one. Let's do it in Kedar, I guess. Okay, let's grind it out. Is Trickster Shot coming back anytime soon? Oh yeah, that one isn't. It's one of those old event weapons. Same as Rope Dart. Same as a lot of those weapons, unfortunately. But yeah, as far as Trickster Shot replacement, you could replace it with... there's not a good green-purple that replaces it. But you can use the penguin method, where you replace it with a penguin to feed your 2 blue troops a bunch of stats. I don't think it works as well, but it does allow you to have a better chance of one-shotting the enemy. Yeah, I believe it's Guild Wars on Switch right now. You're probably correct. Oh, so how did he live? Or did he get summoned from something? Probably got summoned from Keeper of Souls or something. Might be a little bit annoying doing Kedar then. In that case, I might want to do Glacial Peaks. Because if we keep getting Keeper of Souls, I believe he has, what is it, 50% chance per death that we have? And that would count Sunbird, as well as Firebomb. Yeah, hopefully we'll get Trickster Shot and all the old weapons coming back eventually. We still have no word on that. Not sure if they're going to address that next patch or not. Hey, level 67. 3 levels to go. Could easily be able to get those. Nice large turn there, and his wipes. Oh no, the Keeper of Souls. How much is it? Yeah, 50% chance to summon a white when an enemy dies. Maybe I'll want to do Glacial Peaks then. Because we wouldn't have to deal with that in Glacial Peaks. Go to Glacial Peaks we go. We do have some more barrier to have to deal with here, but we shouldn't proc as much as his revive thing would. Because we normally kill them before they even get any mana, let alone enough to gain barrier. We might have to deal with some freeze, but that'll very rarely get in the way. Plus they have no freeze at start. The only thing that currently has that is that one hero class. Unless they finally add a mythic that does like freeze all enemies at start a battle or something. Which would be a very useful troop if they ever did that. Currently doesn't exist though. Yeah, all the excess green event gems cannot be used for anything, unfortunately. And the main reason they have it like that is just to make sure people don't like overly grind it. Or to make people feel like they have to keep grinding it after they've already finished it. Yeah, we got a gem key, not the most ideal drop, but still worth about 9 gems. Better than nothing. We're gonna need that. Who knows, that one gem key could be what we need to get that mythic next Friday. But yeah, we'll have another redeem code once we hit level 69 on Hero. It should be soonish. Oh, can you guys actually hear the mashing? I'm not mashing it too much. I'm only mashing it when I need to for the most part. Unless my brain is just automatically doing it at some points. Yeah, it's a really noisy E button. Like right here, I don't need to be mashing. It would do nothing. But between those in-between screens, I do need to. Hey, 5,000 souls, not too bad. So hello, Machirai, welcome. It's also why I like doing the Y button too. Like this is the Y button. And this is the A button. So much louder. It looks like we're about to gain another hero level. Feels like it's going to be forever until we reach level 1,500. Only get like a few levels per week normally. Which means we might not even have it by the end of this year. I don't think we would. Even if we get something like 10 levels per month, what does that come out to? Yeah, that would just be 6 more months. That'd be level, that'd be 3 levels short. That'd be 2.5 levels per week, which is about what we're doing on average. So I guess maybe we could end up making 1,500 by the end of the year. That'd be a really arbitrary goal, but I'm not trying to deliberately aim for that at all. But we'll see. Yep, feel free to leave a like. Definitely helps out the stream. Let's see, what do we have here? Nothing! Hey, we're still getting whites even though we switched to a different kingdom. At least we didn't get Keeper of Souls though. That's the main thing we were trying to dodge by switching this kingdom. So he wouldn't keep reviving into more whites. Yeah, if they gave Tina score reduction, it would be insanely good with its trait. I really wish they would give it like a 50% score reduction. If it had both a 50% spell and 50% score reduction with a 50% of its armor into skull damage, it would be one of the best troops in the game. But unfortunately, it does not. Biggest flaw it has right now is Skull's card counter it. As well as anything that tears armor. So things like Mang and stuff. Mang into one skull and you just killed out Tina. Plus you just gave the enemy a billion attack. The Tina 50-50-50. Well, they almost did make it 50-50-50. They gave it 2 50s. They just didn't give it a third. They definitely should have, though. So, hello, Pat Boy. Glad you could join us. Welcome to the key grinding party. We'll be here all weekend. Not literally, but, you know, we'll be streaming a decent amount of it. And chatting about stuff throughout it all. Current progress is 1 vault key. However, we have gotten, like, 6,000 glory between the last 2 hours. Glory rate has actually been going really well. Case in point, another 1,000. We've gotten like 4 or 5 1,000 drops. I think that was our 5th. Just within 2 hours. I still have no clue how this 1-day-old controller clicks louder than a 6-year-old mouse. Pretty sure you guys can barely ever even hear my mouse. Not the pet mouse, the, you know, the controller mouse. Like, all these clicks are from the mouse. Yeah, you like, I switched the controller and it, like, becomes immediately obvious. You're erasing me, and I'm currently winning. Well, I only got 1 Volkey so far. I'm pretty sure many people have already outpassed that. It seems like another weekend where we're only going to get like 9 or 10 or so. Really, honestly, any weekend, any vault event, we can get at least 10 vault keys I'm happy with. And even if we don't necessarily get 10 vault keys, if we keep getting like 1,000 drops off of Glory Gnome, that's also similarly decent. Because a 1,000 drop from a Glory Gnome is basically a vault key. Of course, a vault key could potentially be more loot than that. But as far as like the average loot of a vault key, it's basically 2 1,000 Glory Gnome drops. Yes, you can get these from almost any activity currently. You can get it from PvP, Arena, Challenges, Explore, and Quests. All those locations have the potential of dropping gnomes. And all those gnomes have a higher rate of dropping vault keys for this weekend, as well as a higher rate of being able to find them this weekend. Both their vault key drop table and the chance of finding them are increased. Oh, you meant battles per minute? Yeah, we're getting definitely quite high powers per minute. I think it's somewhere around 4 per minute. Haven't been keeping track exactly, but it seems somewhere around there. PC Master Race, I know, right? I don't know. The Nintendo Switch loads in pretty quickly as well. I never actually compared PC load times compared to Nintendo Switch load times. So I'm pretty sure my PC load times are slightly slower, just because it's such an old computer. But not by much. Should be getting another Warlord level soon. Not sure which one we'll get first, the hero level or the Warlord level. Could be either at this point. What are we at, 66? No, 67, never mind. And as I mentioned, I'll hand out a code once we hit level 69. Also, we have 8 more hero classes we need to go get leveled. But most of them are halfway there, including Warlord in a moment. Within the next hour, he'll be halfway. Oh, we only got 100 souls. That's pitiful. Hate that that's even a drop off him. This will kill everything but Tina. And I just need to figure out a way to kill Tina. Yeah, man. Come on, 1 mana. You got this. There you go. I wasn't going to cast the other thing because it wouldn't have been enough. But that is. 4 battles in 54 seconds? Wow. Come on, Volky. 10,000 gold, not too bad. I'll take it. I do need more gold. Factions eat up several million now. Every month. So I'm going to keep leveling them to 200. Which I probably will do. I want to get those peer factions done. I'm still not sure if next Tuesday, not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, I'm still not sure if I'm going to go and grind for, what's it called? Grind for Hall of Guardians. I was considering doing Pure Faction for Hall of Guardians. And the main reason for that is it's the only faction I have that's at 120 rather than 150 or 500. And it really bothers me that it's at an incorrect number. It's gonna drive me crazy that's not even with all the other ones. The only problem is it would cost like a little over 1,000 gems to do that, which probably isn't worth it. Hey, we did gain a hero level first, it looks like. They're into purple. 2 rooms to boss? What do you mean by 2 rooms to boss? Like you start it and then you can immediately finish? Or you start it, there's 2 rooms in between, and then you do boss? Or do you mean 1 room in between, and you just do 1 in between battle, and then you do the boss? I'm not sure what you mean by 2 rooms. Oh, 1 room in between. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so we can actually rush through them then if we needed to. I hate how long the path is for some of the other ones. It's so long that it's almost pointless to try to do rush through them. Because of how long the path is. You do like half the delve anyways, might as well finish it. Yeah, quite a few factions are. All the initial ones were. Well, a lot of the later ones that they started adding didn't have it, but then they're kind of starting to go back into the theme of having 3-room options, like Dark Pits. Recently had one. Silver Necropolis has it too. But yeah, like that little in-between area, they started doing a lot of them that were way further. And I believe the main reason they did that is because they noticed people just rushing down the middle. Is there any reason why my magic mastery is so much higher? When I first started the game, purple mastery was the best mastery as far as the weapons that currently existed. Because I had basically all of the good AoE weapons and stuff at the time. And then after doing that, I basically just kept going in purple for no reason. Every single level I've ever gotten. And I haven't stopped since. There is no actual reasoning behind doing that. It actually makes the account ever so slightly weaker. However, it does technically mean we have the highest purple surge chance in the entire game. But it also means that all of our other percents are slightly lower. So we're overall weaker. However, it does mean we have the highest purple surge chance. So any heavily purple-oriented teams, we can actually play a little bit better than anyone else. Just due to having slightly better luck on surges. But all of our other surges are slightly lower. It overall is weaker, but it's funny. There's no real reason behind doing it. Other than the fact that I did it the entire time and I just didn't bother stopping. Because might as well. Yeah, every possible level we've ever had that could have gone to purple, we've done into purple. The only levels that didn't are the ones that obviously didn't have a purple option. In which case we just split it evenly, of course. Ooh, your first vault key. Now what do you do with it? You go over to the game section. You click over to vaults and then do a team that can quick kill it or safely kill it without any of them escaping. Normally you can just do whatever you normally do for your explore team would be fine. Like I'd personally run this exact team if I was to go do a vault. I wouldn't make a single modification to the team I'm currently using. The exact thing I would just run down for a quick kill off a vault. And do it on normal difficulty. Doing it on higher difficulty does not give you any extra loot. And there we go. For a second I thought we weren't going to get the mana, but luckily it cascaded from the sky. You just got your internet increased from 250 to 300 megabytes per second. Very nice. Mine is still all the way at 50. Mine is pretty slow. But it's enough to stream and it's enough to upload. Yeah, that is something pretty nice that I did get to experience while I was away to see my friends. They do have 30 megabyte per second internet. They even have their own server as well. So really quick speed for everything. What Guild War bracket was your guild in last time? I believe it was bracket 4. I believe we're bracket 3 this time. I forget though. But we were either 4 and still 4, or we were 4 and now 3. I forget where we end up placing by the ends. Two hours plus, still no vault keys yet, but lots of minor trait stones. I actually been getting pretty lucky at not getting too many of minors. I think we only got a minor drop once or twice. We've gotten a lot of useless 100 soul drops, but not too many useless minor drops. Yeah, Guild War brackets move very slow because it's now only once a month rather than once a week. Like it used to be way back when. Okay, so we would still be bracket 4 then. And that was with missing a person as well. I forget if we were missing 1 or 2. Or we were missing at least 1. Currently we're missing 3. Do need to go fill up the guild before next Guild War, that's for sure. I believe we got Paragon again, too. This is our second Paragon in a row. If I get it again this week somehow, I believe that will be our first ever triple Paragon in a row. I've done double several times, but I don't think I've ever done triple. In order to do that, though, we have to go 5-0 on all 6 days. Plus, we have to score decently on those days. Because even if we 5-0 all of them, we might not necessarily get it. Because other people could score higher on different days by doing better overall. Yeah, if anyone wants to join the guild, we do have a few spots left. 1 million gold, level 1000 plus, and being able to do decent to all the guild-related events. Still have some space. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Come on, Volky. Nope. Yeah, Nintendo Switch is hilariously easy right now. Just because a lot of people have no clue what to do for Guild Wars, or they don't have any troops to set. Or a combination of both. Or they might not even have the resources to make 6 proper teams. Because that's not something you normally do until late game and further. And most people in Nintendo Switch is still in early game or mid game. Prior to where you would ever really worry about Guild Wars that much. He's actually going to get Undyne on us. And a double silence. There we go. Him taking that skull gets rid of his Submerge, and then just kill him out. Let's see, level 60. I did say once we hit level 69, we'd hand out a code. And the goal is to reach level 70 this stream. If anyone else does any other questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. The Yoshi pet rescue. That'd be funny. And also really adorable. But if I'm not mistaken, next Wednesday is, as far as Nintendo stuff, it's some preview stuff for the next Pokemon, so that'll be interesting. Hopefully we actually get to see some more of the Pokemon. I think the only thing we currently know are the 3 starters. I've actually been starting to get slightly hyped for it, even though it's not till like November. Actually, I think it's right after my birthday when it ends up coming out. Ugh. Hey, an event key. Wrong key, though. We need a vault key. It will be the first Pokemon game I'll play in like 3 to 4 generations. I think the 5th generation was the last one I played, and they're currently on like, what, 8th or 9th or something right now? Also, what's kind of funny is Gems of War, I believe, almost has more troops than Pokemon. Let me see. What's the total amount of Pokemon again? Currently? Not counting next gen. Because we have no clue how many will be in it. Let's see. Pokemon number. Amounts total. I thought that'd be a little bit easier. There we go, 807. And how many troops are there again? Almost that many. If you count weapons, there's already more. Hello, global chat. Do you want to load? Or is it not loading? That doesn't matter who I click. Yep, 683. It's getting there. If you count weapons, there's more overall in this game. Hello, Pedro. Welcome. Hello, Vladimir. Do you know the percent increase in drop keys and the appearance of dwarves? The actual percent increase? No. I don't believe we definitively know what on earth the exact increase is. All we know is that both are increased. The chance of finding gnomes is increased. The chance of finding Volkeys is increased. The exact rate is hard to tell, though. It's at minimum double, if not more. Might even be triple. For both. But it's at minimum double. I believe initially that's what it was supposed to be. I'm not sure if that's still the exact drop rate, though. But I believe it was initially supposed to be double the drop rate for gnomes and double the drop rate for Volkeys. Which in theory is actually 4 times the drop rate in Volkeys. Because you're getting twice as many gnomes in the same amount of time, while also having twice the rate of Volkeys. Which effectively is 4 times the drop rate for Volkeys, technically. But no, as far as exact percents, I have no clue. Is Pokemon still popular enough in America that they still make popular games? Yes. I still know people that still play Pokemon Go. And this next Pokemon generation is pretty hyped up as well. Mainly because it's going to be the first... It's going to be the first Pokemon game that is on a console. Like a mainline Pokemon game that's actually on a console. Every other one has always been on handheld. Starting all the way back from the Game Boy and now through the all the way through to 3DS and now finally to Nintendo Switch. Which is technically handheld, but it's also a console. But it's the first time they're ever releasing one on console. They've released Pokemon games on console before, but never a mainline game. Normally just side games. Yeah, Treasure Gnome's 100 souls is pretty annoying. That is for sure. Gets in the way of all the better drops. Yeah, I really wish after Soul Gnome they would have just removed the soul drop off of normal Gnome. But they didn't. Because it is pretty funny when you get 100 soul drop off of a normal Gnome. When you can get anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 from a Soul Gnome, I mean. And as I mentioned, we'll hand out a redeem code once we get level 69, which should be any minute now. I have no clue how much more XP we need. It should be pretty close. You've never played any Pokemon? Gasp. How could you not? I don't know, it's hard to describe how it's different. Has like those RPG elements in it, which probably distinguishes it a little bit more. It also has a system that is really easy to pick up and understand, while also having a really ridiculously complex meta game. So complex that even the breeding of the Pokemon is its whole thing. What do we take? We'll just throw that for now and let it die off a burn, I guess. There we go. Pretty much, you collect Pokemon, you make a team of 6, and then you fight a bunch of stuff. Yeah, 500 soul drop. Even that looks pitiful compared to Soul Gnome. What's sad is that's actually his high soul drop too. He only has 100 soul and a 500 soul drop. No other ones. So where on earth is that level? Any moment now. They really need to add a way to see how much EXP total you have at the end of battle. Still not sure why they didn't add that yet. We need it. It's such a simple quality of life thing. It would be so helpful. So what happened to all of our purple? Like, I know he just denied all the red, but there's not even any purple on the board either. There we go. Anyways, wipe him with that. We keep getting 3 of this one guy. That's like the 5th time now. 3 of him with a random something. How on earth did we not get that level yet? Should get any minute now. We're getting like 4 EXP per minute, 3 to 4. Which means we should be at about level 70 by half an hour from now, most likely. Between the rest of this EXP and then the rest for the other one. Which we'll need 70 EXP for. 10 hours later. Any minute now. It's not gonna take that long. 5 minutes tops for the next one. Volkeys, on the other hand, that could take that long. But not this level. Hey, we got a gem key at least. Is Tina the best troop to get from Madonna? Yeah, that and Tesla. Both really good troops. I need a purple and then we just wipe it out with that. Seriously, where's our level? Well, luckily the Undying's in first slot, so we don't really need to worry about Submerge as much. We can just bait it out with a skull, or kill it before it even gets to do anything. There we go. Dead. She's the only one you don't have for the kingdom. Yeah, she is the mythic, so her drop rate's quite a bit lower. Yeah, make sure if you do try for her to use event keys, that would have the highest rate of trying to drop her. Still not guaranteed, but it would be the highest rate. Good team for Tesla. Double Dwarven Gate, Valkyrie, Tesla. It's also good just in the context of Mountain Crusher, Tesla, anything. Just with other true damage options. Did we seriously not gain that level yet? How could this possibly happen? We have to be like literally 1 or 2 XP away. Yep, 1 XP away, called it. I was gonna say. I was gonna say, if it didn't do it there, there's something wrong. But anyways, let's go ahead on another code. I did say when we hit level 69. And the rest of the stream will just grind out the last of 70, which should only take less than 30 minutes. So we'll go mark that one down. Copy, save, put this over here. Grab that, put that over there, paste. And there we go, code's all good. Paste that right over there. Copy. And there you guys go, there is the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code is found underneath the settings menu, whatever your game says under there. Redeem code is right over there. Just click copy paste on the random numbers and letters. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply click that link that's right in the description. And gives the same reward as always: true treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. And it works on every platform except for the console version, so this PC mobile. And if the game would ever load, I'll go and claim it for myself. But technically it's already claimed, but I need to go collect it. Plus our tribute might be ready. I'll let it load for a moment. Yeah, Tesla allows you to do a lot of things once you get it. It's really good at killing basically anything that's stronger than you. Anything that has similar stats or higher, it tends to be pretty good against. Not necessarily the best option for everything, but pretty solid nonetheless. And now to wait for this game to load. Oh, if it takes more than like another minute, I'll probably just restart the entire game again. How do you get Arachne Weaver? It's pure random drop off a Glory Gem Guild and VIP chests. During a Zolkari event, you can get it off of event keys. But I don't think there's no Zolkari event coming anytime soon. Let me go double check. Next Zolkari event is July 15th, right? Yes, July 15th. So that's kind of around the corner, a month and a half. But opening event keys that week would give you the best chance of trying to get a Arachne Weaver if you're still trying to get a copy of her. That or just craft it randomly in Soulforge whenever it appears in Soulforge. But those would be your only two viable methods, really. Unless you just get absolutely pure luck and just randomly get it out of a random drop. But those would be your two best ways. Get 4,000 diamonds and wait until you randomly see it in Soulforge whenever it comes back around again within the next month or so, or 2 months. Or wait till July 15th of that week. And any time you open event keys on that specific week, it's Zolkari drop table. And you'd have a really high chance of getting the Zolkari Mythic of Arachne Weaver. Okay, it looks like we're just going to restart the game at this point because this is taking way too long. Why you gotta do this to us? Okay, we'll force exit that. And let's start it back up. Oh, so whoever was asking earlier, we currently have 9,696 hours played. Just on this account. If you count all of them, it's definitely over 10,000 already. Alright, let's move this to the corner, and there we go. Yes, underneath the class tab, it does. But you have to go all the way under the class tab in order to reach it, though. Also, I forgot to go claim this pet. Oh, I don't even have all the copies of it, either. I was going to do it regardless because I need the pet food, but never mind, we needed to go do it. This is one of those pets that I keep thinking is maxed, which is why I never have it maxed. Because every single time I see it, it's like, oh yeah, that pet's already maxed. But it's not maxed. But even if it wasn't, I need to do it just for the pet food right now. Well, when I mentioned like it needs to show how much EXP, I mean on this final menu. Nowhere's on that final menu at the end of battle does it show you how much EXP you have towards your hero class. Doesn't even have an EXP progress bar for it. Because the EXP bar that shows you just for your hero level, not for your class level. Oh, so we're on the clock now. We need to go get this done within 10 minutes. More like 9 minutes now. Finish out this pet before the timer runs out. I'll move that over. Grab our green surge. Come on, get full mana. I should have taken that red, but luckily we cascaded, so it doesn't really matter actually. Grab that, get a key, still enough to double. No revive, so we don't need to worry about that. And it was key again. On to the next one. Should have enough time. Should have 8 minutes left on timer right now. Yep. Okay, we have plenty of time. It's only going to take like 1 minute for each of these battles, if even that. I just took all the mana I needed. He needs to stop getting that revive, though. Hopefully he doesn't get it again. Yeah, of course he does. 3 times? No. There we go. Wow, everything wants to revive here. They'll only have it on 25% chance. Okay, luckily he doesn't have a second revive, since that one can't multi-revive, only Inferno King can. That or a really lucky Dragon Soul that keeps going back into Baby Dragon to Dragon Soul. Out of pure luck. Which is very rare, though. I have a controller hooked up. Why am I not using a controller? There we go. Slightly quicker. And we are against a timer right now, though we should be able to make it in time. We have like 6 minutes to do 2 battles now. Yep, exactly so. There's plenty enough time. Unless we randomly lose connection. Haha. Could have taken that for free. Any idea what will be the next arcane tradestone that will be available next week for the Glory Shop? I'll tell you as soon as we finish the pet. We do know what that is already. I forget what it is off the top of my head though, but I'll go double check in a second. Right after this next battle. Oh good, we'll get an extra turn from that now. There we go, and that's match. Oh, come on. Why is it not going? There we go. Next week's tradestone is... Actually, let me just claim that real quick. How many copies? 1. Oh, only 1. And now we still need another 3. But next week's tradestone is... Oh, Pan's Veil's going to be reaching like 15 stars or something. Let's see. Wait, what's it currently at? 14 stars. It'll be able to reach 14 stars. Anyways, that's not what I'm checking. Tradestone is... let's see. Blue-yellow. You'll be able to buy blue-yellow for 300 glory each next week. If you need blue-yellow for anything. We're also finally getting a legend in the event key drop table. We haven't gotten one for like a couple months now, have we? Feels like a while. Especially with how big our stack is right now. Feels like a while. But yeah, there's a new legend in event key drop table next week. We're getting a lot of new things next week then. We're getting a new legend on Monday. We're getting a new mythic on Friday. And we're getting a new hero class on Friday. Next Friday, not this Friday. Anyways, let's go do our last level now. Let's grind out the, where were we? Glacial Peaks for the tradestone. And now we just need to go win about 70 more times and get Warlord maxed. And it should only take about half an hour or so. Probably a little bit less. Hello, Bushak. Welcome. Hopefully we get one more Volkey that time. So far we're only up to 1 Volkey. So I got a lot of great other loot, but only 1 Volkey. Now Volkey had basically nothing in it. Which shows you don't really need Volkies to get good loot. Though they can potentially help because of some of the drops on them. But so far, pretty average vault events. Like below average on vault keys, but overall loot is about average. Because our normal loot has actually been really good. And that's making up for the fact that we're not really getting many good vault keys. Also, I think we just had 4 of that troop. But that ends up replacing one of them. But oh well, that's a perfectly fine thing to replace it with, especially if you drop a vault key right now. Nope, not quite. Oh, sorry, I didn't catch your question. Vituation? Mirage Queen and not Forest Guardian on fast team. Main reason for this is I'm currently gaining slightly more HP. Because we are using 2 Broken Spire troops. One is Firebomb and one is our Warlord hero class. And because of that, we're actually getting slightly more damage than we would be otherwise. Particularly 6. Of course, 6 HP isn't actually damage, but on Sunbird it is. Since it has 1-to-1 for all of its HP into damage. So we're basically using that. It also gives us 9 higher attack, but that's pretty trivial. It's mainly for the 6 extra HP. More so than anything. It's only applicable if you're using Warlord. But since we're currently leveling that, it works out quite nicely. How many keys in total? What do you mean by keys in total? Like vault keys? We're currently only at 1 after 2.5 hours. Or 3 hours if you count the half an hour I did prior to the stream. Hopefully we can at least get 1 more vault key to stream, if nothing else. Nope. 5 gems though. That is like the 8th time we've gotten a 5 gem drop. Still haven't seen a single gem drop bigger than that this weekend though. That's still better than some of his drops, so can't complain too much. It's like the mid-range of his drops, 5 gems. Is Mirage Queen more viable? It depends on your composition. They're both basically the same thing. The biggest difference as far as, Mirage Queen is way easier to obtain than Forest Guardian. But they both do nearly the exact same thing for the most part. It really just depends what your team bonuses are and all that. And what the exact team that you're running is. But they're almost this exact same thing. Obviously, if you're using something like Warden, then Forest Guardian is better. If you're using something like Warlord, then this thing is better. And in most other situations, they're about dead even, assuming your pets are upgraded. I believe in some instances, even Forest Guardian is better than Mirage Queen. It just depends on pet upgrades and a bunch of other stuff. But more often than not, they're nearly identical. Yes, we do currently have 3 spots left, if I'm not mistaken. If you can easily do 1,000,000 gold per week, level 1,000 plus, and can easily do all the guild-related events. How do you target certain troops? Do you always use random? No, you can target specific troops. It just depends if you have an ability that does. Currently, with the team I'm doing right now, I have nothing that target troops, and that's actually by design. Because if you are doing a quick team, you generally don't actually want to target the board or troops because it takes more time to do that. Even if you know exactly where you want to do it, or even if you just rush it as quickly as possible, it still wastes time compared to something that does it automatically. But no, there's plenty of troops that specifically target one specific thing, and you just choose which one you end up targeting with. It's just a lot of things that are meta don't generally run that mechanic, because single target stuff normally isn't too strong, with a few exceptions like Essence of Evil and some other stuff. But it normally isn't the greatest of things, and it also just takes longer to cast. Is Discord required? We do have one. I don't believe it's required. Oh, it definitely isn't like required. But I believe the person that is trying to run it now has been trying to get people to use it a bit more, just for communication's sake. But no, I don't believe they're making it required now. Or it never has been required in the past. Hello, Sharon. Glad you could join us. Welcome. Oh, how do you join? Just leave your invite code. And also make sure to contact the guild leader, because I think you might want to ask some questions and stuff. Because he has been trying to kick people to try to get more active people lately, which is why we have holes to begin with. But yeah, I've been making him just do everything now. He was interested in taking over, so I was like, yeah, might as well. And he's been doing a pretty decent job at it so far. Oh, did we just one-turn him? I think we just did, because he didn't get submerged in time. Unless he just didn't have the perk for it. Oh, never mind. How do you target certain troops? There's not too many methods. As far as epics and below, you can target them through the summoning stones within Soulforge. Though most of those you can just gain naturally. Several of the Kingdom epics, 34 of them, you can get simply from completing out a quest line. So there's 34 epics in the game that you can get automatically just from completing out a quest. So those are pretty easy to obtain, all the quest line epics. Every single thing related to delves you can end up accumulating at any point just by throwing some shards at it. While it is random, it's basically like using really focused event keys at any given time. So those are really easy to obtain at any given time. Any single troop that's considered a faction troop. Hey, we just got a vault key. Nice. Well, let's go backtrack and go use it real quick. Other than that, you focus down most legends and mythics by using event keys on them. Or by crafting them in Soulforge. And that's pretty much all the focus is. Everything else is just pure random luck. Anyways, vault key. Let me go open that. Second vault key. Still a little bit low, but hopefully we get something good from this to make up for it. Like 250 gems, or a major purple, or a major blue, or small blue. Something of value. And we'll kill that out. And what do we get? Come on, good drops, please. Come on, anything good. Okay, potential. If that's a purple or a blue, that's not too bad. Got a gem key too. Hopefully that's not our only drop. Come on, blue or purple. Ah, no, nothing good. All we got was a gem key, basically. That's not nice. Well, vault keys have been horrible so far. That's not what I want. Where were we? Green purples. I mean, blue purples. Back to here. How do you contact him? Easiest way would probably just be to chat with him in the guild chat. Maybe I'll go add you, or someone else in the guild can get you. But let's see, I'll go do it right now, actually. Oh, we only got a 200 glory from that. Okay, let me go add you in. Let's see, guild admin, recruit, invites, put that in, invites. Let's see, where's the recruit thingy? Recruits. And there you go, you should be in now. Let's go check your mail. But yeah, just go chat in our global chat, or not global chat, I mean the guild chat. And he'll probably just check a few things. But should most likely be fine. I believe we still need to fill the other 2 slots now, right? Yeah, we're still missing 2 other people. One of those I might already have filled tomorrow. But I'm not sure if he's finding anyone else for the other ones yet. Anyways, where were we? The guilds. Not guilds, never mind. Need to go back to Glacial Peaks. And get the last of the XP we need. Yeah, I need to make the title of that one thing shorter. The one on the guild is like 1.5 miles long. The title of the thing. How do you find one at your level? Easiest way would be to go on gemsofwar.com and check the Gems of War official forum. The other alternative is keep spamming global chat with what you're approximately looking for. Though I would advise checking the forum first. Because it's a lot easier finding really specific guilds that way. Within your level range or within a certain requirement. When's the best time to cash in guild keys? Most people would end up using it when a new mythic ends up coming out. However, as long as your guild is at 40,000 seals, it's pretty much fine to open them. Some guilds even open at 20,000, though I would highly advise trying to wait until you have 40,000 before you ever open your guild keys. Save up purple orbs, throw them all down, coordinate with your guild, and then push to 40,000 on a week. And then with that 40,000, you can go get better drops off your seal keys. But normally it's done towards the end of the week, particularly on mythic weeks, which would be something like next Friday, even though it's a useless mythic. It's Gargantor level bad. Actually, even Gargantor is going to be better than the new mythic. They're both from the same faction too. I mean, from the same kingdom, I mean. But yeah, John, checking the Gems of War forum would work best. What platform are you on? I can give you the exact link to where the recruitment stuff is for your platform. Are you on PC mobile or are you on something else? Let me know. I can send you the exact link to it for a bunch of various guilds that you might be able to join. Okay, what can we get here? I need a purple. Can we just split kill his entire team? And should be about halfway there now. Probably need another 40 XP or so for next level. Okay. But yeah, John, what guild were you, or what platform are you on? Because I can give you a link to a bunch of them as well. Because your Gems of War forum always has a bunch of them going. But it's under different categories based on platform. grab that green because why not? And we just take the red to what should be killed then. Okay, you're playing on PC mobile. Here's the link to them then. 1 second. Where'd it go? Here you go. There's a full list of all of the guilds that are recruiting in order from when they last posted their thing. And that's all the PC mobile guilds. But you should hopefully be able to find one there. Not all of those are necessarily recruiting at this exact moment in time, but the more recent ones probably are. Any of them posted within the last several hours probably are. Like the first 10 that you see there. And you can read all the requirements and everything else. But yeah, Gems of War Forum is specifically there is the best location to try to find the exactly specific guilds. What you're looking for. Oh, did we just get another Volkey? I was looking over our chat when we got that. Hey, it looks like we got 1 Volkey per hour. Did we just get a Volkey? Yeah, we got a Volkey. Nice. Please have actual good loot in it. Come on, something good. 250 gems or purple blue or purple blue. Or a major purple or a major blue, I mean. What do we have? Ooh, nice. 4 gem key drop into a 20 gem key drop. I did say I wanted more gem keys. We need those for new Mythic next Friday. So that's nice, 24. I said I wanted to get about 700. That definitely is one step closer. Getting 24 gem keys off of one single vault key. That's not too bad. Definitely our best vault key we got so far. What does that come out to? 20... What's 24 times 9? What is that? 24 times 9. Oops, not 2 times 9. 24 times 9... That's 216 gem value, not too bad. Well, that's definitely our best vault key yet. At least this weekend anyways. Actually, what is our best vault key we've ever gotten? I can't even recall. I believe it would have been like a major blue into 4 gem key and something else. Not sure if we got anything higher than that. Ah, that annoying submerge. Gonna survive. Need to break his barrier somehow. I mean, not barrier, break his submerge, I mean. At this point, we might just win off the burn. I'm gonna do that just to reburn him. Because we reapply burn every single time an ally dies. Even if Sunbird does 0 damage, it still counts as a death. Thank you, John. And I wish they would. Because I could use the money. Let's see, we'll throw that down. Get another Sunbird in there. Grab all that, take a firebomb. Get a, oh, what else do we need? Oh, let's take a brown for now. I think we really have too many other options there. That gives us full Sunbird, and he's out. Okay, we'll throw a firebomb down. Discord kill with that. There we go. Okay, I'll take our greens over, grab our firebomb. Now we'll swipe that out, get our Sunbird for the kill. And we should only need about 20 more XP now or less for our last little hero level. I would go check it, but the time it's going to take for the loading screen to go check it. Actually, you know what? I am going to check it. I want to get the exact number. Okay, good. We already switched between loading screens so early that it didn't have that long of a load time. Yep, only need 8 more. There we go. Wow, actually, that's a bit closer than I thought it would be. But there we go. Just 8 more battles. And that'll be the last little bit of EXP we need for that. Hello, George. Welcome. But yeah, does anyone else have any other questions then? Because I probably, for now, will be wrapping up for a little while after we go and get that. Still going to be leveling this thing a little bit further. But for now, I've figured that would be a good stopping point. So if anyone still has any questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. Otherwise, we'll probably be back in about 7 hours from now at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're mainly going to be doing pretty much the exact same thing we were just doing, just for later tonight. Getting our grind down, have a redeem code, hopefully get more vault keys. So far, we're at 1 per hour. We're at 3 hours in. Yeah, pretty much just a food break and everything. Normally, our Friday, Saturday morning streams normally go on for about 3 hours. Sometimes a little bit longer, depends exactly what we have to do. I'll still be grinding some vault event, it'll just be off stream between other stuff. Hopefully we'll get some more vault keys in that time. As it currently stands, we're at 1 per hour, which isn't too bad. Who knows, maybe we'll still get another one before it ends. Still possible. Oh, what else we grab? Let's just grab, I guess, a brown for now. He'll go move something else. We'll go take a red. And it was Sunbird kill it all. Come on, anything good? Nope. 20 emeralds, that's useless. And I think we just need 3 more battles there. Let's take that over for now. Okay, what do we take here? Let's just go grab the yellow for now, get our explosion. And I should be dead off the sun. There we go, level 70. And from that, we get the other little talent thing, which will allow him to do Enrage. And unfortunately, he's still not viable. His hero class is only viable when fully maxed out, and 70 is only halfway to max. But we'll get it there eventually. But yeah, that's one whole extra upgrade, one of the 2 things that makes him good. The main thing that makes him good is the fact that he has Enrage into triple burning, giving him the highest amount of consistent skull damage of any hero class in the game. Overall, still not really used that often, but it does require being fully maxed out before it's even remotely viable, which is slightly unfortunate, but yeah, that combo right there is mainly what it's used for. Enrage into triple skull and burning, which is potentially 4.5 times damage, which is obviously pretty high, not to mention it even gets some base attack extra off of various things on its trees that it has. So, yeah, it's an okay hero class. It's not the greatest. It's very, very rarely used, but it does theoretically have really high skull potential. And there are some instances where it is better than the triple burning off of Dragon Guard. But more often than not, you would use Dragon Guard instead of Warlord, which is why I haven't bothered leveling this thing yet, but I figured I'd finally get it leveled for those few very niche instances where you would go Warlord instead. But yeah, still have 8 hero classes now to go level, but most of them are pretty much halfway there. Yeah, I guess Warlord, we'll still keep focusing that one. I was still going to be doing Shaman whenever we need half mana start, as it's the last hero class we have that has half mana start. But for all other instances, like just doing Explore spam with gnomes and stuff, we will be doing it for the Warlord hero class as we progress through to do those. And yeah, for all of the rest of our farming, I'm still going to keep doing Warlord. Get that to level 100 and work from there. Shaman will probably reach 100 first, just by passively getting it up. But I do want to get Warlord there as well. Next Mythic on Friday is so bad. Yes, it's the worst Mythic in the entire game. I'm still going to be spending keys on him. If you own more than half the Mythics in the game, even if the Mythic is 100% useless, it is still worth going for. And before we end out the stream, I guess we'll go do this pet real quick, because we need more pet food. And also give us some Shaman XP, as I was just mentioning. because I'm doing it because of the half mana start. Last hero class we have with half mana start that we don't already have maxed. What's the best way to farm shards? What, the shards that you use for crafting material? There is no viable way to farm shards. You can get some extra by grinding out this gnome event. However, there is no specific way to specifically grind them. You just passively get them over time through dungeons and stuff. Mainly dungeons. Dungeons, guild tasks, stuff like that. But there's no particular way that you can actually specifically farm them, unfortunately. Same goes for diamonds. And the only way you can get the colored jewels in any way resemblance of farming is during a gnome event. You grind it out. You keep getting pets battles off of PvP and arena, and then that goes across your entire guild. And then you can do that to get a bunch of the colored jewels. But as far as shards and diamonds, there is no real specific way of grinding them other than just doing dungeons and doing your guild tasks every week. You can theoretically get some off of Gnome event, but it's pretty trivial. Like, you're only going to get like 10 to 20 diamonds per hour, and shard amount is probably only going to be like a few hundred per hour. Very low amounts. Oh, you mean chaos shards. My bad. Those are called, yeah, I believe they're called chaos shards. When you said shards, I thought you meant the crafting material ones. The best way to get shards is just do any faction. Keep moving forward in them if you want to go for the higher multipliers, or just camp a really low level one, like doing Silver Necropolis at level 20 or something else similar to that. But yeah, you just passively get those over each day that you just keep doing your daily delves. There's no way to really speed it up unless you spend gems to farm a faction event. Otherwise, the amount of shards you get is pretty random and consistent per day. I just said random and consistent. But, you know, you get 3 battles per day, and that normally gives you around, like, 150 to 200 shards per day or so. And Tuesdays tend to give you quite a bit more, since there's a faction event every Tuesday. But yeah, does anyone else have any other questions? Let me know, because we'll be wrapping up as soon as we finish out this pets. And if you haven't already used the code, I believe it's still active. Wait, is that the code? No, that's not the code. 1 second, that's not the code. Where'd the code go? Code, where'd you go? There it is. Grab that, and there you guys go. There's the code. Not sure if it's still active. I believe it should still be. We just gave it out like 15 minutes ago. Hopefully it's still active. But we still have a decent amount of viewers, so maybe it did die already. Only has a couple hundred claims, so definitely make sure to claim it if you haven't already, if it's still active. Hey, we got a map. Not like we need them, but more maps is better than not more maps. We didn't really just live with 1 HP. There we go. Well, technically 2 because of regeneration. Okay, speaking of 2 more battles. 1 more code for good vibes. We'll have another one later tonight. There'll still be 3 over the course of the day. Just 2 now and 1 later. Code expired? Aww. We'll have another one later tonight. I want to move pretty quick then, if that's already dead. He got a kill. Luckily, it doesn't matter much. And he dies off of a skull poke. If I can even get one. Oh, why did I not just key him? Could have already won. There we go. Okay, 1 more. Hopefully we'll get a bunch of pet food from that. I still don't think we even have enough to go and feed that one pet we need to go upgrade, but oh well. I should probably go save some of my food as well for the pets that actually matter to get upgraded. Because we are so low on pet food right now. Actually weird that we actually ran out, but we did. At 5 HP gains really annoying. It actually made it so between the HP gains, it actually made its HP enough that it survived the hit. Okay, I just need 2 more keys now, or key into a skull should probably also kill. If it doesn't kill us first. No, skull will not be enough, especially with only 21 damage, but another key will. And that's match. There we go. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like on the stream if you enjoyed. And we will be back later tonight in 7 hours from now, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I wish you all the best of luck with grinding out all these gnomes. Of course, the easier ways, or the highest rates at which you can do, are things like spamming Explorer and challenges over and over again with any quick kill team, using a Empower troop to feed up a bunch of split damage, like Sunbird or Rowan that you get for free from Forest of Thorns, generally work out pretty well for. And just basically grind out any kingdom that you need the trait stones from. But yeah, definitely make sure to do so. Really great loot. There's a flash offer that is somewhat decent value too if you want to get it off of that way. But of course, we've already gotten 3 vault keys for free without even needing to do that. So very easy to just grind them out. It's about 1 every 90 minutes or so. Though we have been able to get 1 per hour so far, these 3 hours. So that was decently lucky. And even if you don't end up getting any vault keys, just the glory off of glory gnomes and all the other drops normally makes it worth it. Since you're still getting resources, even if you're not necessarily getting vault keys off of them. But, yep, hope you all have a good time with the vault events. I'll still be grinding it here and there. Of course, just to get our resources up so we have more resources to cover for future videos. And we'll go from there while passively leveling up our hero classes. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I will catch all of you later. Have a wonderful weekend. And we'll be back later tonight, 7 hours from now, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Goodbye, everyone.